What else have I been doing? Have I been thinking about something? Nah. Not really. I was gonna complain about something, but I don't remember what. I've been talking to people recently about my anime habits. Someone told me that it's like terrible the way I do it, like watch 3 minutes of an anime and then drop it like after 3 minutes. He told me that's a terrible approach because anime doesn't even get because 3 minutes, that's like no time. That's not even enough time for the anime to even get started. Pretty much. So it's like if you're dropping it that early, you know, the premise hasn't really started even then, you know, by 3 minutes. So it's kind of weird to be dropping. It's whatever. Midnight toilet. Ah! My God! What? Is it the dude though? No, it isn't. You named the wrong dude. I don't have the bow. Is that guy innocent? Oh, here we go. 2 Steves. I feel... Why do I always feel thirsty? Seriously. Oh, murder again. Awesome. Oh, and so you know how I always complain about people's drawings? I don't know if I've ever talked about this in a video, but you know how I always complain like, well, these drawings, they're not like actually portraying what the characters look like. You know, this is like, this art style is fucking terrible. What are you doing? This doesn't even look like the original character. Well, miraculously, I actually found a drawing on Ace Attorney, r/Ace Attorney lately, which I actually like. I actually really like that drawing. I found recently is a drawing depicting Dahlia Hawthorne. And you know I love Dahlia Hawthorne. I talked about it in an unlisted video I made once. Though in that video I was talking about the black-haired version of her, which, well, not that it matters much, but yeah. The drawing is of her with red hair, and I just thought that drawing was awesome. It actually was, you know, proportionate. It didn't look like distorted. I've seen some... she didn't have a weird facial expression like they often do in fan art. It just looked like a really, really, really beautiful drawing of Dahlia Hawthorne. So I was like, this is awesome. And I was like, I want to use this as a profile picture. Hopefully no one noticed that. Why are there so many people here? Oh my God. Okay, here we go. Okay, how many people are here anyway? There's so many people. I gotta take this opportunity to just... No. That's the detective. Oh, no. No! Yes. Okay, here we go. Now, where are the other people? This guy does not have a bow, does he? If he does... Why are they just going towards death? Okay, now where are the others? I believe I saw them down there. Maybe they're trying to sneak around in the tunnel. Could have sworn I saw some people there. Yeah, where are they? Okay, I'm gonna try the tunnel. Wait, there's only one left? Oh. Well, okay, I'm not scared. What's wrong with you, John? What up, neighbor? Where are you? There you are. I am the best at this game mode. Like, seriously. See, I was like, I want to use this as a profile picture on various websites. So I was like, so I asked some people, like, oh, is it morally wrong for me to use this as a profile picture? And they were like, no, not if you ask for permission. Just go ask for permission. And I was like, I'm too shy. Well, eventually I decided to do it. I did it pretty much just before going to bed. So it was like, okay, I can check when I wake up. But right as I went to sleep, well, I checked my phone right before going to sleep. And the artist had responded and allowed me. Give me permission, so now I'm using it as my profile picture on a few websites. Oh, what's this? Flooded. Oh, yep. I've been having this idea lately of an Ace Attorney case I can make. Like, okay, my original idea, did I ever even mention this? My original idea for case was that it was going to be like in a hospital, like just like Magnifi Grammar, the Magnifi trial, Magnifi case, the Magnifi incident, the Magnifi murder. You know how that took place in a hospital, right? Well, that's kind of how I've been imagining, my next case. Well, recently I got this brand new idea of having it take place in a hole, in like a dirt hole. Why can't I pronounce it? It's like my glottal wants to close, my uvula or whatever you call it. It's like my throat wants to close whilst I'm saying hole. In a hole. Is it because I'm out of breath? Let me try talking for a long period of time and then try saying hole. Okay, so like a hole. Yeah, maybe. So, I was like, okay, so it can be like a hole, and then it can be like something like, okay, someone poured something into the hole. Okay, so, you see, there it happened again. Like my throat tried to close whilst I was saying hole. So someone was supposed to go and pour something into the hole, and like, but then because of some other circumstance, what they poured into the hole does not align with the facts of the murder, and like, okay, so that leads to something else, some other circumstances, and from that something else changes, from that something else changes, and then you can actually prove that the defendant is innocent, something like that. And well, the general idea anyway is that I guess the victim must have just fallen into the hole or something. I don't know. There was some murder in the hole. So maybe like the murderer fell into the hole and then killed the person in the hole. I don't know. Something like that. It's such a dumb idea, but I figure maybe I should do something. Might try to rework it a little bit. It might work. But it would be so unrealistic that it's like people will probably dislike it by default just because like a murder happening in a hole, like what kind of nonsense is that? And like pouring something into the hole, like it makes no sense, right? Well, that's because I make no sense, and my jokes suck because that's not even a joke. I was just trying to quote my past self. I said some funny things there, like I suck at sucking. That's the murderer. No, that's the murderer. And yet I ran into him, just hoping that he'd let me pass, so I could get the bow and shoot him. Why am I even recording? I don't even have anything to say. Oh yeah, so I was just going through my Ace Attorney online posts. I don't know, I just ended up on one of the old threads which I'd posted in. And like, I gave the first answer to, like, someone's question, and then Enthalpy said, Fendus is right. And that's just like, wow. Isn't that just like, you know. Wow, he called me by my name. Isn't that awesome? It's kind of funny just because I'm like pretending to be like a person with authority, like by responding to these questions first before Enthalpy gets to them. I try to respond to them first, and it's like I'm, you know, like one time you would not believe how arrogant I am. Like one time I responded to this guy was asking like how the swears, like the rules about swear, like bad words are on Ace Attorney Online. And you know, I've been grappling with this question myself for a while. When I was making a Bundload of Fun Jokes number 3, I wanted to use a lot of swear words, but I couldn't because it was against the rules. So that's when I became quite acquainted with the rules. And so now someone else was asking about it. I was like, well, I'm going to respond to this guy. Despite me not being a moderator or whatever, administrator, I'm going to respond to this question anyway, using the information I had, which wasn't much. It was the vague rules. I said the rules are vague. And then Enthalpy responded like, oh, you know, as an admin, like here's the admin reply, you know, implying that me butting my head into this topic was just like kind of unnecessary, because what am I? I'm not a moderator, and yet here I am trying to speak on behalf of the Ace Attorney Online team.